Find more questions and study at your own pace on our website. The link will be in the description. Let's get started. Question 1. You have an Azure subscription that contains an anomaly detector resource. You deploy a Docker host server named Server 1 to the on-premises network. You need to host an instance of the anomaly detector service on Server 1. Which parameters should you include in the Docker run command? Option A, fluentd. Option B, billing. Option C, htproxy. Option D, mounts. To host an instance of the anomaly detector service on Server 1 using Docker, you need to include the billing parameter in the Docker run command. This parameter specifies the endpoint of the cognitive services resource used to track billing information, which is necessary for the container to run. Azure Cognitive Services containers must always communicate billing information with the billing endpoint to ensure proper metering and billing. Question 2. You have a 20 gigabyte video file named file1.avi that is stored on a local drive. You need to index file1.avi by using the Azure Video Indexer website. What should you do first? Option A, upload file1.avi to an Azure storage queue. Option B, upload file1.avi to the Azure Video Indexer website. Option C, upload file1.avi to Microsoft OneDrive. Option D, upload file1.avi to the www.youtube.com webpage. To index a 20 gigabyte video file using the Azure Video Indexer website, the proper course of action is to upload the video to a URL accessible location, such as Microsoft OneDrive, due to Azure Video Indexer's file size limitations. Direct uploads to Azure Video Indexer have a size limit of 2 gigabytes, whereas uploading via a URL allows for files up to 30 gigabytes. Hence, uploading the video to OneDrive and using the URL for indexing is the correct approach. Question 3. You build a bot by using the Microsoft Bot Framework SDK. You start the bot on a local computer. You need to validate the functionality of the bot. What should you do before you connect to the bot? Option A, run the Bot Framework emulator. Option B, run the Bot Framework composer. Option C, register the bot with Azure Bot Service. Option D, run Windows Terminal. To validate the functionality of a bot that you built using the Microsoft Bot Framework SDK and started on a local computer, you should run the Bot Framework emulator. The Bot Framework emulator allows you to test, debug, and interact with your bot locally before deploying it to the cloud or registering it with the Azure Bot Service. Question 4. You have an Azure subscription that contains an Azure Cognitive Service for Language resource. You need to identify the URL of the REST interface for the language service. Which blade should you use in the Azure portal? Option A, identity. Option B, keys and endpoint. Option C, networking. Option D, properties. To identify the URL of the REST interface for the Azure Cognitive Service for Language resource, you should use the Keys and Endpoint blade in the Azure portal. This blade provides both the endpoint URL and the keys required for authentication, which are necessary for making API calls to the service. Question 5. You are developing a new sales system that will process the video and text from a public-facing website. You plan to notify users that their data has been processed by the sales system. Which responsible AI principle does this help meet? Option A, transparency. Option B, fairness. Option C, inclusiveness. Option D, reliability and safety. Notifying users that their data has been processed by the sales system aligns with the principle of transparency. Transparency involves making AI systems understandable and informing users about how their data is used, processed, and the purposes behind it. This fosters trust and understanding between technology providers and users. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to check out our website where you can find more questions for this exam. The link will be in the description. Thank you for watching and good luck on your exams.